So let's get right to it. Have you noticed some telltale signs of gutter trouble around your house? You know, that waterfall coming over the edge during a downpour, or maybe some strange new stains on your siding? Well, if you're here in New Hampshire, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to break down all those common problems and introduce the local experts who have the solution: New England Gutter Systems. Okay, so let's look at the usual suspects, shall we? Most of the headaches homeowners deal with really come down to one of these things. You've got stubborn clogs from leaves and pine needles. You've got those pesky little leaks at the seams. You've got sagging gutters that are literally pulling away from the house, an improper slope that just lets water sit there, or downspouts dumping water right where you don't want it. Now, you might be thinking, a little overflow, what's the big deal? But here's what you've got to understand. Failing gutters are way more than just a little annoyance. They are a direct, and I mean serious, threat to your home's health. Let's break down what's really at stake here. First up, your siding. When water constantly spills over a clogged gutter, it just streams right down the side of your house. And that's what leads to those ugly stains. It traps moisture behind the siding, and yep, eventually you're looking at expensive rot. And this leads us right to the next problem. The very boards that your gutters are attached to, that's the fascia, they're directly in the line of fire. All that constant moisture from leaks and overflows causes that wood to soften up, decay, and rot. That's exactly why you start to see gutters pulling away from the house. But this is the big one, the most critical risk of all. When water isn't channeled far away from your house, it just pools right at the base. And over time, that soaks the soil and can actually erode your foundation, creating huge structural problems that can cost tens of thousands to fix. The main point is this: your gutters protect your entire home, from the ground all the way up. So, knowing the risks, it makes total sense that homeowners have a lot of questions. We've actually pulled the top issues people are searching for online, and now we're going to tackle each one: the problem, and, more importantly, the professional solution. This is hands down the number one question we see. You see that waterfall cascading over the side of your house during a storm, and you just want to know why. Well, the answer is almost always the exact same thing. Clogs. It's really that simple. All those leaves, pine needles, and grit from your shingles build up and create a solid dam. The water hits that dam and has absolutely nowhere to go but up and over the edge. Now, a professional fix isn't just about scooping out the gunk. It's a full cleaning, a powerful flush out of the downspouts to guarantee flow, and even a talk about installing gutter guards to stop it from happening all over again. Okay, this next one can look pretty alarming. You walk outside and you see a whole section of your gutter just drooping, with this big gap between it and the roofline. So what on earth is causing that? It all comes down to weight and failing hardware. That same gunk from clogs is incredibly heavy, especially when it's soaked with water. All that weight puts a massive strain on the hangers holding it up. The solution is to get the gutters empty, resecure them with new, stronger fasteners, and, this part is key, restore the proper slope so water flows out quickly instead of just sitting there, adding weight. All right, let's talk about that constant drip, drip, drip you hear from a leak. It might seem like a minor thing, but like we just saw, that persistent moisture is what silently destroys the wood on your home. Leaks almost always pop up at the weakest points, the seams where two sections connect, the end caps, or in spots where rust has just eaten right through the metal. A real professional repair means cleaning the area, patching any holes, applying a super durable, high-grade sealant to every single seam, and if a section is just too far gone, replacing it entirely. So what does a professional fix actually cost? Well, for most of these minor repairs, like sealing a leaky seam or clearing out a really tough clog, you're typically looking somewhere in this price range. It's a really small, smart investment to prevent those much, much bigger and more expensive foundation problems down the road. Okay, so now that we know the problems and the professional fixes, why should you turn to a company like New England Gutter Systems? The answer is simple. Local expertise makes all the difference. And honestly, this quote from them just says it all. Because they're based right here in Manchester, they get the unique challenges we have in New Hampshire. The heavy snow, the massive leaf drop in the fall, the ice dams. They're not some faceless national chain. They're your neighbors, and they're dedicated to protecting local homes. And they offer the whole shebang. It doesn't matter if you just need a seasonal cleaning and a quick tune-up, a few minor repairs, or a complete system replacement. They have the expertise for both homes and businesses. And maybe best of all, they back up every single job with a real warranty you can actually count on. All right, to wrap things up, let's empower you to spot trouble before it gets out of control. We're going to give you 5 crystal clear warning signs that mean it's probably time to call a professional. The key is to just look up once in a while. Are you seeing water spilling over the top during a rainstorm? Have you noticed new stains or streaks on your siding? Is there water pooling around your foundation after it rains? Can you physically see your gutters sagging or pulling away? These are the red flags. Don't ignore them. If you were nodding your head to any of those signs, the next step is super simple and, better yet, completely risk-free. Just give them a call and schedule a free inspection. You'll get a professional set of eyes on your system to figure out the exact problem and recommend the right solution with zero obligation. And there you have it, a complete breakdown of the most common gutter problems and a clear look at the expert solutions. The takeaway here is really simple. Your gutters are your home's first line of defense against water damage. Keeping them working right is absolutely key to keeping your home dry, safe, and strong for years to come.